What's good, 9197 Wolfpack? This is your boy Tyler 9197, Witcher 9197, Man of God 9197, Yes Lord, Black Wolf 9197, or 9197. Back with another video for you guys, and this time I have a game review for y'all, which is Monster Hunter World, and this is going to be my 2022 review of the game. And before I start this review, y'all, there's three things I'd like to say real quick. First thing first, Jesus is good all the time, so please go ahead and remember that. Second, hopefully y'all have a great day today watching this video. And three, go ahead and hit the like, the bell, subscribe, so the Wolfpack can grow. Alright, y'all. So y'all see the title. It's the game worth the play. Monster Hunter World, a 2022 review. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Before I fully go into this review, my thoughts, my thoughts and stuff, the plot and all that stuff, because some of y'all probably already played the game, some of y'all probably haven't. But I'll just let y'all know, for me making this review, y'all, I am a Monster Hunter noob, y'all. I want to let you know I'm a Monster Hunter noob. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, I played good enough of Monster Hunter to get the concept of it, but I cannot say like I know full on like the lore and all that extra stuff from the series. So I'm not a veteran in the game, so I don't have all the knowledge. So like I said, just understand, y'all, this is coming from somebody who's a casual fan of Monster Hunter, because they're of course like a huge expert and know a lot about the game. Because I'll tell you a quick story. So for me with Monster Hunter World, y'all, for example, it's funny because I actually played that game years ago, right? But the funny thing was, when I played that game the first time, because this thing, the difference when I'm doing the review now, I played the game from start to finish. So beforehand, I remember I tried Monster Hunter World. I tried it a little bit, but I just couldn't get into the content. I didn't really, couldn't get into the content, like combat and all that stuff. So it's like I couldn't really follow along Monster Hunter World like I wanted to, because it was a different take of a game that I never played before. So when I tried it out, I didn't really like it. So I was just like, and I got rid of it. I just got rid of it because I couldn't get into the game. Then, you know, time fast forward, Monster Hunter Rise. Another time I went to try Monster Hunter Rise, and kind of similar. It's like I played it, I thought it was kind of interesting, but I fully couldn't get into it. So once again, it was like, I just can't really get into it. So I put it to the side. I didn't get rid of it, but I put it to the side. So then, guys, the funny thing is, you know what game that actually helped me go back to the series? Elden Ring. Because y'all know Elden Ring, you know how hard that game is. So some of y'all just say it's easy, you know, you just that good at the game, I guess. But still, like, for people who play Elden Ring, they said that, you know, that's hard for at least the average folk. So it's hard. It's a hard game. So I played that game. Unfortunately, I didn't beat it yet. I don't know when I'm gonna get back to it, because I put enough hours in that game, so I had to take a break from that game. But anyway, besides that point, you know, for playing Elden Ring, it definitely takes time to learn the game, learn the combat, learn the enemies you're fighting, etc., etc., etc. So I thought about it after I was like, man, I need to take a break from Elden Ring. I was like, I still kind of want to play like that Souls type game. And so I was like, you know what? Let me go back to Monster Hunter, cause like, you know, like, even though Monster Hunter is not necessarily like Dark Souls, but it's like, it kind of got that Souls effect when it comes to the monsters per se. So I was like, let me go back to Monster Hunter Rise. So, cause I haven't played it in a minute. So I played it. I actually took my time to learn it, understanding what I'm doing, and guess what, y'all? I got hooked. I understand why people love Monster Hunter. Like, I understand now. I see the appeal of that game. It's definitely a game. It's a learning curve when you understand it, but once you finally understand it, it's like, oh my god, like, that game is so good. So I played Monster Hunter Rise, start to finish. I beat the game. I was at one point going to do a review, but I just feel like, not, you know, like at that point, because I really because it's the same feeling how I'm doing Monster Hunter World right now, is that I feel like I can't really give a full-on review for y'all, because like at least a detailed review. I think that's the best way I can put it, just because I don't have the greatest knowledge of Monster Hunter, but I feel like the concept of the game is good enough for me to understand that I feel like I could do a review for Monster Hunter World. Especially now, because like I said, I played Monster Hunter Rise. I was like, I can't really do a review because I feel like I don't really have enough knowledge for it. But I would say when it's I know Sunbreak is out now, but when I get around Sunbreak, I'm more likely gonna do a review for y'all. But enough of Monster Hunter Rise. So I went back to Monster Hunter World, which this is the review. So y'all, like, man, like playing Monster Hunter World from Rise, like, you know, especially with, you know, when Monster Hunter World with the 60 frames and all that stuff, and then you know, with the power that, like, from the graphics and stuff into Monster Hunter, man, say less. Y'all, I went ham on this game. I went crazy in this game, y'all. This Monster Hunter World is so mad fun, y'all. I just enjoyed the game, y'all. I just really enjoyed it. It was mad fun. But yeah, you can see my excitement, y'all. Like, yeah, like I really did Monster Hunter World. I really enjoyed it a lot. And currently right now I'm going to Iceborne. So once I'm done with that, I'll do a review for that DLC. I feel like it was worth playing that one. Which so far, even though I haven't got far into it, y'all, I'm already hooked on it. Like, dead serious, I'm already hooked. But alright, but besides that, so if y'all don't know how I do my reviews, I usually talk about the plot, the pros and cons, and give my overall rating of the game, and of course if the game worth playing, which I can let y'all know right now, the game is worth playing. But of course, like, you know, once I get to the end of it, still, you know, I'll be more detailed with it, because I feel like it's worth playing. But still, let me go ahead and talk about the plot first. So if so, you know, what the plot of Monster Hunter World is, that these hunters are going to this whole new world, this new frontier area, and the plot of it, which you all know, is Monster Hunter, to take down monsters. But the biggest thing they were driving in this game was about this one particular monster called was it Moderos? It was oh my god, my bad, y'all. I'm so terrible at the monster names because there's so many of them. But I know it was one called Magdaros. Yeah, Magdaros. I can't remember the last name. What's it? Magdaros, Rathalos? No, it wasn't a Rathalos. That's the dragon. But y'all know the Magdaros. I'll just say it like that. Yeah. So it's about this monster that you encounter called Magdaros, and it interests you and the other hunters to go find this monster and potentially capture that monster, to learn about this monster, because y'all in this whole new world. And basically the plot of it is use a Monster Hunter, take out these monsters, study these monsters, and get to Magdaros. At least that's the best way I could just summarize the plot without going into too much detail, because it's like, honestly, y'all, I can't give y'all too much detail. With you as the hunter and your partner, the handler, and you and her go on your adventure to study, get these monsters, etc., etc., etc. That's the plot of Monster Hunter World. At least for a casual, at least I feel like that's the best way I can summarize it for y'all. So, okay, besides that, y'all, so now I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my pros and cons of the game. So I used to do 3 pros and 3 cons. I think for the most part, I got my 3 pros and my 3 cons of the game. So let me go and start. So my first pro I can go ahead and give for the game, y'all, is the graphics, y'all. Oh my god, y'all, like, the quality in Monster Hunter World looks so good, y'all. I didn't look like I said, when I played the game the first time, y'all, you gotta remember I played Monster Hunter World on the I want to say because I can't remember 100%. I think I played Monster Hunter World on the Xbox One or it was the PS4. It was either one of them two. I played that game, but I want to say I think it was the Xbox One. I want to say, but then again I could be wrong. It probably was PS4. But anyway, besides that, with Monster Hunter World, it's like it looked at a good game, but I didn't really get to see like the full on like the HDR, like really full on quality of that game until I played this game on my Series X. And y'all, that they look good. Like that quality looks good, y'all. It did the textures, y'all, and the textures of the monsters, y'all, is ridiculous. That texture, the detail on the monsters are spot on, especially the ones that have like fur and all that stuff, y'all. That detail is on point. Especially this one monster, I can't remember this name of it. It's the one that had like, it looked like it's like a naked, like a naked cat, like have naked cat face but with fur. Y'all know, if y'all play Monster Hunter World, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, y'all, the quality looks amazing. It looks so good. It looks good, y'all. It really looks good. It just don't make no sense. Alright, y'all, so a second pro I can go ahead and give for the game, y'all, is the combat, y'all. So, like, I want to say, like, I mean, like, even for Monster Hunter Rise, using the contact was good, but I think what helped this one for me the most because the game was 60 frames, so it's like the combat was buttery smooth, even though it still feels similar, no different when I played Monster Hunter Rise, but it was just like, I don't know, I just felt like the combat was just, I mean, I think it was because it was 60 frames, I think that's what it is, but the combat was buttery smooth. It felt really good fighting these monsters, y'all. Like, I really enjoyed the combat, and then, like, it felt, I don't know, it felt like it was more detailed in the combat, but then again, I could be wrong because, like I was saying, I'm a casual Monster Hunter fan, so I can't say like I have a huge knowledge, especially as a veteran who plays the Monster Hunter games and they know what's the difference between each one. So, you know, so that's where I can't really judge, but I feel like for the most part, the combat, it was so good. I enjoyed it. All right, y'all. So a third pro I could go ahead and give for Monster Hunter World is the environment, y'all. The environment for each area go at is very detailed. It looks really good. I think one of my favorite areas was the Coral Highlands. I mean, yeah, Coral Highlands. That was like one of my favorite areas, y'all. Like the quality in those areas looks so good, y'all. Like it looks, the scope of it just, it's ridiculous. It's just really good. It really feels alive in the areas that you're in, y'all. Like it just blows my mind. It blows my mind. All right, y'all. I talked about my pros. Now let me talk about my cons. I got some cons, I ain't gonna lie. So, but bear with me though, like, cause it's not, cause a lot of these, usually in games, y'all, when I do cons, I don't want to make it feel like I make the game sound so bad, but it's just me personally who played the game, and you know, it's just my opinion on this stuff, but it doesn't mean I'm trying to bash the game, obviously, so, you know. Anyway, yo, so, my first con I got for Monster Hunter World is transportation, y'all. So this is my thing. I'm not talking about like the transportation if you go to one camp to another. I'm talking about the transportation, y'all, like finding these freaking monsters. Like, for example, I don't know if y'all can see it right now, but from the clip I have for Monster Hunter World that you see on the corner, y'all, it's freaking Rathalos. Oh my freaking god, y'all. When I tell you that annoyed the crap out of me, y'all, that annoyed the crap out of me because Rathalos was going one way, then he was going the other, then he was going this way, then he was going that way. And y'all, I'm just running. I'm a regular dude. I'm just running. I don't have no transportation. That's one thing I would say when it came to Monster Hunter Rise. I love having the Palamute. I think that's the name, Palamute, the dog. I love that in Monster Hunter Rise because that was good transportation to me to go to point A to point B. But just me running to the areas, y'all, annoyed the crap out of me. But then again, I don't know too sure if some of the animals I could ride on, like going to place to place, because I don't know if I can or not. But Because I think I saw some clip like one of the hunters, they were riding on one of the monsters to go to, like, basically travel on. But then again, it's like, I don't know how to do that. But for the most part, that was one con, y'all, because I hated that when certain monsters don't stay in one spot. When they keep on moving, especially like a Rathalos that have wings and fly one place and fly the other, it's like you across the freaking map, and I had to go across the freaking map just to get to you. But by the time I might get there, I might not get a chance to fight you really, because it might be in a tight space, or I just can't like really fight to you like how I want to, because you just keep on going fly somewhere else. It drive me nuts, y'all. That drive me nuts. You don't understand, like that, like what the freak type thing, like, like I'm raging type thing. So yeah, there's that. And then the second thing I can say, another con I have for Monster Hunter is this not me trying to bash the game really, but I feel like most Monster Hunter veterans, at least maybe, like I said, maybe they agree, disagree, I don't know, but to me sometimes it feels a little bit repetitive, which I understand, y'all. I mean, this could be like for a lot of games too. A lot of games can feel a little bit repetitive, but that doesn't mean I'm not having fun playing over these matches. It's just sometimes it's like when I fight some of these monsters, it's like I go to the same area, take them out the same area, complete the quest, go back and do it again. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Like, I mean, that's cool, it's fine, but to me, I guess it's like, basically, okay, I feel like this. If I'm gonna do a quest to take out a monster, I feel like I'll say it like this. If I gotta do a quest to take out the same monster that I fought before, right? I want to at least feel different enough that, like, okay, when I do this quest, it don't feel like I'm doing the same quest. Even though obviously the overall goal is to take out the monster, but the quest feels different, that you feel like, okay, it makes me more intrigued into doing a quest. Like, for example, like, a Monster Hunter World is like, oh yeah, I forgot one thing for a pro. It's the story. Even though the story was like the biggest highlight for me, but I did enjoy the story aspect because it made me more intrigued to continue in the game. But that's just a side note. But besides that, like my biggest thing, y'all, it's like I don't spend like every quest I do have like a cinematic thing, but something like that in it that make me feel like, okay, when I do this quest, right, I really feel engaged of doing this quest. Because when it's just a quest like, oh, take out this Rathalos, for example, go take out that monster, you be like, it's like, okay, accept the quest, eat real quick, then go do the quest, take out the monster, done. Like, to me, sometimes I do get a little repetitive. It's like, I don't mind grinding in the game, because I was doing a lot of the optional missions. I was doing a whole lot of that, but at the same time, y'all, to me, it was more like I really wanted, like, I really wanted more into my quests. It's like, even though it's not the main quest, but at least some of the optional questions that make me feel like it's worth doing. I mean, a lot of them are worth doing if as far as like trying to get new armor and stuff like that, it is worth doing. But at the same time, it's like, to me, at the same time, it's not fully. Sometimes feel like, I don't really feel like doing that mission. Let me do the main mission type thing. So that's how I feel like. Alright, a third con I have for Monster Hunter World is no other NPCs go along with my journey. So what I mean by that, y'all, like, for example, like the handler, even though me as the knight gotta save her every time, because she always somehow, when we find a monster about to eat her, and I gotta save her like every time, which is cool, it's whatever, because that's my job as a monster hunter. But my biggest thing with it is that, like, I really want, like, besides my Palico, I really want, like, another person to join in my journey. Like, because I feel like when it's just me and my Palico, it's like, it's cool. I got my little furry buddy, like, whatever. But it's like, I feel like I'm missing something else, though. Like, for example, my handler, I know she just stays in the camp a lot of times, but I wish it was like, hey, if it comes to a certain monster I need to find, it'd be cool that she could come, join along my journey, trying to help me find the monster. And then, of course, she step on the side and and fight, you know, while I'm fighting the monster, she probably can help with something, like throw some heals, you know, kind of like that. That's why I kind of really want it. But then again, like, I mean, I feel like this is a formula Monster Hunter just always been. At least I think so. Like I said, I'm not a big, I know I keep on repeating myself, y'all. I want to let y'all know from watching this review, they're just coming from a casual Monster Hunter fan than a veteran of Monster Hunter. Because like I said, I don't have a full-on knowledge of the games like that, so I can't be super in-depth for y'all. But still, I at least try to give you my best knowledge that I know from playing the games, that I understand. So that's why I keep on repeating that. But still, like, I kind of wish like the handler could help me out, this and that and third, whatever. And like, you know, say kind of in the stories aspect where she's just always around me while I'm going along my journey with my Palico. Like, that's kind of how I want it. Like, just another NPC to help me along. And hey, it would have been nice having another Monster Hunter join me fighting some of these monsters. That would be cool as an NPC. You don't gotta be like an actual person play with me, but at least an NPC, at least. Like, at least. Like, that's how I feel like, in my opinion. That's how I feel like. But all right, y'all. So y'all look, you heard me talk about the plot, my pros and cons, and now my overall rating for Monster Hunter World. And this is just for the base game, because I'm still going through Iceborne, and I'll let y'all know how I feel about that. But which so far I'm actually really intrigued with it. But all right, y'all. So for Monster Hunter World, if for just the base game, for what I played and for the enjoyment I got out of the game, and with everything with my pros and cons of the game. So if I had to rate Monster Hunter World at a 1 out of 10, y'all, I'll say like this. I'll say, like, for right now, this is how the score stands as far for the base game. But once I go to Iceborne, I'm going to see overall if the number gonna go up or down. Oh, I'll probably say maybe go up or down. You know, it depends. But overall, for right now, as it stands, for the base game of Monster Hunter World at a 1 out of 10, y'all, I'm gonna give the game a solid 8 out of 10, y'all. That's my solid rating I have for Monster Hunter World for the base game. I enjoy the game heavy, y'all. I really do. I would push it up to a 9, but at the same time, I feel I can't give it 100% a 9, at least not yet, until I see how Iceborne is. Because Iceborne might be a 10 out of 10 for me, like, for this DLC. But I had to see, though. But overall, I say like an 8 out of 10. Because I did enjoy a lot of the stuff from this game, especially from the story aspect of it, to maybe engage of what I'm doing. But yeah, so that's how I rate Monster Hunter World for right now for the base game. And like I said before, is the game worth the play? Yes, it is. I feel like, if I'll say it like this, for anybody who's interested in Monster Hunter, besides the people that actually play the game as it is, if you never played Monster Hunter, I would definitely say it's a game that is a learning curve. It really is a learning curve. It's not a huge learning curve, but it's definitely an in-depth learning curve to the game. So it's like, when you play this game, you can't expect it as your regular hack and slash type games if you're used to that, which I was. So that's why when I played Monster Hunter World, I was like, I couldn't get into the first time because it wasn't a game I was used to. So it's definitely a game that you need to take your time, learn the game, and appreciate what the game is, because it's really a good game. It's like the Soul games. You just can't go to the Soul game and expect one thing. Like, no, you gotta take your time, learn the game, and appreciate the game for what it is. Because it's like, it's challenging. So that's how Monster Hunter is saying that it's challenging you. It's challenging you to upgrade your weapons to fight monsters. It challenges you to get better with your knowledge of your weapons. It challenges you of the monsters and know what to do to fight these monsters, to be a better hunter against them. That's the point of it. But yeah, like, overall, it's definitely a game worth playing. I highly recommend it if y'all haven't tried that game yet. But like I said, I will do a review on Iceborne when I get around to it, and then I will see if I do a review on Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Because I'm not going to do a review on Monster Hunter Rise, because I already kind of told y'all how I felt about the game. If I had it rated out of 1 out of 10, I'll probably say 9 out of 10 for me for Monster Hunter Rise, because I did enjoy some of the things in that game a little bit more than Monster Hunter World. But I would say Monster Hunter World is, so far for me, is the better game. But I would say certain things. I like the aspect of Monster Hunter Rise. That's the best way I can put it. So, but that's it, y'all. Like I said, I recommend playing the game, y'all, if y'all haven't played it. And that's pretty much it. Alright, Black Wolves, this is the end of the video, so please go ahead and hit the like, the bell, subscribe, and I say this all in my other videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so you can join the 9197 Wolfpack on YouTube in my Xbox club that I have made, y'all. This is a fun kickback gaming channel which has the greatest community in the world, which is you guys of Black Wolf. So go ahead and spread the word to your friends and family who likes gaming, so they can go ahead and join the Wolfpack, like I said, on YouTube or the Xbox club that I have, because everybody is welcome to the pack. And all I gotta say, y'all, is just stay tuned at As Dusk Falls walkthrough, because like I said, that's the new game I'm doing that I replaced Naraka for right now. And then of course part 6 I want to say for A Plague's Tale, Innocence. So alright guys, I love y'all, peace, God bless y'all. TGDS 9197